Hey everyone, welcome to the 10x Your Success Story Online Summit, where 30 experts will share their skills, secrets, and shortcuts to help you achieve your most ambitious dreams. My name is Jeric and I am your host. Our guest writes email for a living. He helps entrepreneurs convert more of their prospects to customers through email copy. In fact, he's the email marketing go-to person of million-dollar businesses when it comes to their email copy. He is the founder of the Freelance Movement Tribe, a community that helps Filipinos thrive in their freelancing careers. He's been featured in numerous media such as GMA's 24 Horas, Inquirer, the VA Bootcamp, and the Freelance Blend podcast. One of the marketing experts and coach inside the Ask Method by Ryan Levesque, the man, the myth, the legend, John Pagulayan. Hi, John. How's it going?
Haba ng intro, bro. But yeah,
How are you?
I'm all good, man. All good, all good.
Awesome.
Like I said,
Awesome.
kahagising ko na.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But I'm pretty sure this interview would be, you would be dropping a lot of bombs here. So thank you
I
for
hope so,
giving
man.
us
I
the
hope so.
opportunity to, include you on this summit. You
No worries,
said,
man. My pleasure.
yep, you said that what helped you achieve your, all the success that you have in your life right now is your core skill, which is persuasion, right? How did you get started with studying persuasion, and how did it help you achieve the level of your success right now?
Uh, how did I get started, Mona? Let's just say, I know it's a wonderful accident. The reason why I got started talaga with doing anything that has to do with persuasion, like marketing and email copy and all that. I was working in a call center, and then um, 8 years ako doon. 8 years ako doon. I was an agent my first year that I got promoted as a trainer. Uh, for the next 7 years, trainer ako. Um, and if I'm honest, I was really contented during that time kasi I mean I was earning 35,000 pesos,
Mm-hmm.
and I was an undergrad. I didn't graduate college. And one of the requirements to be promoted kasi is that you have to finish a 4-year course. So the fact that I got promoted having without having the credentials to
Yep.
go along with it. For me, that was almost sort of like a miracle in itself. Like parang I never really planned to leave corporate world kasi in my head what's going on was, what if hindi na ako swertehin?
Yeah.
What if I mean, I resigned and then you know ano. So 2 years before I resigned, that's where I started feeling the kasi I'm a family guy. So medyo yung 30,000 to 35 isn't really cutting it. Kasi less taxes, that would be like 24
Yep.
something 26 take home. But yeah, so it's no longer cutting it, and then I was wondering like what could I do to add at least another 2,000 pesos weekly. That's all I'm looking for. Para sa akin kasi, if I can buy like a new shoes each week,
Mm.
that would be the life. And then magkano naman sapatos before like 2,000 pesos. Yung mga original na ano. So, parang yun yung parang goal ko. Like, if I
Mm.
could take my family out, kaya ko silang i-Jollibee every week, and I can buy like a new pair of shoes each month or something, that would be the life. Parang ganun. So, 2 years before I resigned, I started doing online work. Not really online work, but researching online, like how to make money online. Punta ako sa Google, nag-type ng, I don't know, did you do this, bro?
Yeah.
To make money.
How to make money online. Yeah.
Exactly. Grabe na siguro yung hit ng phrase na yun. Kasi, yeah, how to make money online. And then I saw people making money from from blogging, from affiliate something marketing. And back then I have no idea what they are. I just know I needed to make money.
Mhm.
So I read these blogs. Sabi nila kailangan ko daw gumawa ng website, kailangan ko daw mag-blog araw-araw, more like create articles, and then hopefully, like we hope and pray, Google will shine its light upon you. You're gonna you're gonna be on the first page, and then you earn affiliate commissions and whatnot. So yeah, that's kind of like how I got started. And then I was working on it for nine 9 months, 9 months. Kumbaga, gastos ako sa website, gastos sa time. Like I'm already working 11, 12 hours. Tapos may commute pa. Tapos pag uwi ko ng bahay, mag-aaral pa ako mga 3 to 5 hours ng internet marketing. So wala na talagang oras. I did that for like 9 months. Yun yung grabe yung I don't even know how I survived it. Basta 9 months of grueling work. Tapos wala ka na kuha client. Tapos doon na nagsisimula yung uh, nag-aaway na kami ng misis ko, and then yung tawag dito, yung mga kasama mo sa trabaho, like they say you're crazy kasi hello, trainer ka na, tapos ba't ka pa sa side job,
Mhm.
gano'n. Samantala sila payos-yos na lang sila doon sa tabi. Tapos meron naman yung mga tropa dito na parang, oy, tama na ang trabaho, masyado ka nagpapayaman. Gano'n, like, it's like it's like everyone is against
Yep.
what you're trying to do. And in fact, I think yun yung pinaka roadblock sa mga nagsisimula pa lang. It's like no one believes in whatever it is that they're doing. Parang tigilan mo ng kalokohan na yan, parang ganun. um but then this is where I got lucky. Lagi ako nagbablog, siguro may mga 20 plus articles na ako nun. And then some guy came in, not really came in, he commented on my blog, and then parang sinasagot ko naman siya. Ganun. And then one time he messaged me saying na, John, I think you're the perfect guy to write emails for us. And during that time, wala naman akong alam talaga sa
Mhm.
email. And he just asked me, would you be, parang, would I be interested to writing emails? Sabi ko naman, yeah, oo naman. Tingin ko naman kaya ko naman. And then sabi niya, you do have an idea about email copywriting, right? And I said yes without really knowing what it
What it is?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, wala akong alam eh. Like, wala naman bumabanggit ng email copywriting sa Pinas eh. Like, not even, it's not even a real skill. Pag sinabi mo sa labas ng anong email? Ano yun? Sa spam. Anong, yes. Um, what does it exactly need? Tapos pagkakita ko, bro, sumabog yung utak ko. Kasi, persuasive
Yeah.
yung email. And it's not, and to make it worse, writing is not my forte. I hate writing. That's one. Um, During high school, hindi, like, sobrang tamad kong magsulat. Nagpapasulat ako sa mga klase kong babae. Like, as in, ganun level ng tamad sa pagsusulat. Tapos nakita ko yung susulat ko. And ang alam ko lang naman na email is yung, hey, sir, ma'am, this is the blank that you asked to be submitted. Ganun, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung
Corporate.
corporate email. Yun lang alam ko. So sabi ko sa kanya, since kailangan ng pera, sabi ko sa kanya, okay, give me 2 weeks to ano to write those emails kasi hinihingi niya 5 emails. So, let me give me 2 weeks. I'll try to research your ganyan-ganyan. Kunyari may research na gaganap. Kasi wala talaga, wala. Tapos sabi niya, okay, sige, 2 weeks. Kasi ayun, from there, pagkababa nung phone na yun, I went in and punta ako sa best friend Google. Type in, how to do email copywriting. So, sa tambak, ang dami. Ang daming mga resources. Tapos, sinaga ko siyang basahin isa-isa. Tapos, for a week and a half, yun lang ginawa ko. Mag-aral ng email. Tapos, yung last 3 days, yun yung ginawa ko para isulat yung 5 email na kailangan niya. Tapos, when I sent the email to him, sabi niya, dude, sabi niya, looks good naman. Let's test it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After nun, hindi na siya nagparamdam. Like, almost 2 weeks, hindi siya nagparamdam. Or 2 weeks, over 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Parang ako, I felt na yun na yung pinaka-maikling career ko as an email copywriter. Yun na yung parang, hindi ko na siya pinansin eh. Binayaran niya na ako. So, I was paid, by the way, $12 during that time. $12 per email. Which sabi ng iba, mataas daw yun for someone who has no experience. But sa akin naman, 3 oras ko binuno yung isang email eh. So, that's like $4 per. Pero okay pa rin naman. But yeah, yun nga, tuloy pa siyang 2 weeks. And then they came back and said, hey bro, you up? Parang gano'n. Sabi ko naman, sure. Ini-expect ko na talaga na sasabunin nila ako. Like, expect ko na parang, kutsa, hindi naman to yung email na hinahanap namin eh. Parang gano'n. But to my surprise, yung sabi niya, dude, what do you want to hear first? The good news or the bad news? Ako naman, syempre, kung sisibakin mo na ako, good news muna. Baka nga malungkot na ako masyado, hindi ko na ma-appreciate yung good news. The good news is you write like a girl. And I'm like, ano ba yun? Paano naging good news yun? Nothing against girls, pero lalaki ako. So, why you're telling me na good news that I write like a girl? Tapos yun niya, sabi niya, you're using emotions, mga ganun, mga et cetera. You don't write logically like most men do, et cetera, et cetera. So, the good news is, nung sinend down nila yung emails na yun sa list nila, they had 80% yata open rates on the emails. So, which was during that time, nabalas ako. Kasi sabi ko, wala, bakit 80 lang nag-open? Out of na. I didn't know na mataas na pala yun. So, parang ganon. Sabi ko, okay. So, parang naman, parang wala lang, no big deal. Like, yeah, cool. So, it's a bad news. Bad news is, they still have time kasi we need you to write more copy for us. Yun yung bad news niya. So, parang ako naman, yeah, so that's where it started. Like, parang, we started with 5 emails and then 10 emails per week. That's 20 emails per week. So during that time, ramdam ko na yung pera. Kasi nag-increase din yung rate ko from 12 to 25 per email.
Wow.
So grabe yung tinalo nung lifestyle. Hindi man lifestyle, more like yung income. So before I resigned 2 years, diba 2 years ako 2 years before I resigned, nag-start ako nun. So when I resigned during that time, 200K a month na yung income ko nun. So it wasn't really like mawawalan ako ng trabaho. Hindi. More like parang if I can do this part-time, like why not? why not do this full-time para medyo mas malaki pa parang gano'n. So yun, that's how I got started. From there, I got known as the email guy. Tapos the rest is history.
All right, awesome. Thank you for sharing with us your story. I mean, starting from not really knowing what email copywriting is to getting paid $25 per email is really a good jump. It's a long jump actually from what people experience. How did you ask for that kind of raise, or did they like voluntarily give it to you?
I think they have Hindi ko alam kung bakit, but it's like whenever they're gonna give me a new project, it's like they have parang gusto nilang like how do I say this? Like it's alam mo yung yung they're giving me a new project tapos marami siya.
Yeah.
And and to make me do it like an additional incentive, like parang kapag tapos ito we're gonna raise your rate to ganyan. If this converts at this ganyan may may increase ka na So yun yung nangyari. It's more like performance performance based increase instead of tenure.
Yeah.
Yung nangyari. But yun nga I really thought na 25 was like who that, di ba? Magkano $25? 1,000?
Yep.
1,000
1,250? Yeah.
Mga ganun. And then imagine I'm working at Starbucks before kasi wala akong opisina. Working at coffee shops.
Yeah.
Tapos and people would, nagtataka sila kasi tatrabaho ko Tuesday, Wednesday, nasa kapihan ako. So, tinatanong ako ng mga barista kung sir, anong trabaho mo? Nagsusulat ng email. Sumamukha nila. Parang pag sinabi ko yun, hindi nila ako kinakausap kasi parang ang weird nung tratrabaho ko. Tapos, I really thought 25 was it. Is na hanggang sa nalaman ko na yung nagbabayad para sa akin ng 25, outsource lang yung work. Hindi siya talaga may-ari ng product, outsource lang. Kasi siguro parang, like, actually, hindi rin ako nagtaka kung ba't sobrang dami niyang product na pinapasulat. Pero, nakita ko kasi sa isang parang communication na parang, siguro nagkamali sila sa akin ng copy or masyado na silang nagtiwala. Kasi kamali sila sa akin ng pag-copy sa email. And I saw yung may-ari talaga, yung name ng may-ari ng product. So, inisip ko, if these guys pay me $25 to write these emails, mas malaki sa kanila.
Yeah.
Diba? So that's when I tried researching, like, how can I charge more for my service? Doon ako nagpupunta ng mga forums, tapos nakikita ko, $75. Sabi ko, grabe, tatlong email lang sa isang linggo, buhay na ako. Parang gano'n, grabe yung Kasi I think I was earning around 6,000, 16,000 per week na nun And 16,000, tama ba? Basta overall, mga 200K, almost mga 200K per month. Pero that was all $25 per email. So parang, sa tambak talaga yung ginagawa ko, bro. As in, tambak talaga, walang tulugan. So I heard 75, tapos meron maniningil ng 100. Sabi ko, paano to ginagawa? Yun talaga, yung naging obsession ko yung pare sa, kaya nga diba hanggang ngayon naman I'm all about charging premium fees. Naging obsession ko talaga how to charge like value based on what you do. Parang gano'n.
All right. What I'm really learning here is that when you apply yourself, I mean, in learning, in doing a good job, you would really feel like you deserve to raise your prices. Kasi most of the time, di ba, we feel like because we're Filipinos, we don't really deserve to charge that high. So that's what I'm really learning here. It doesn't matter wherever you are. If you do a good job, if you produce results for your clients, they are going to give you like the permission or not really the permission, but you would feel like you're worth it.
That's one. But something that's really big is yung environment.
Yeah.
Kasi back then when I didn't know that there was someone charging 75, 100, 200 per email.
Yeah.
I was contented with 25. I was really contented. I didn't think it was high. I didn't think it was low. I was contented. But when I saw someone charging $75 per email,
Yeah.
$100 per email, $200 per email, charging 4,000 per sequence, $4,000 per sequence, that's when I started getting. Uh, that's when I started feeling nalugi ako.
Mm-hmm.
Promise, like that's when I started feeling na parang lugi yata ako sa 25. And that's why, di ba sabi ko nga, laging sinasabi, you know, yung environment mo, ano siya like, the people you associate with, it
Yes.
helps, it pushes you kasi to where you wanna be. So, if kung lagi kong kasama, mga katulad ko na nag-charge ng $10, sabi natin $10 per email, I would have stayed where I am. I would have been happy with 25. Baka nga pinagyayabang ko pa sa kanila, $10 na ako, 20. Diba? It doesn't do you any good to hang out with with folks who are below your level, but more like we're not really in the world that you're in. Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
get mo mong tropa. Sabihin mo, tanong ka na lang, magkano ba sa sahod mo? 25 per email. Pagsasabi nila, laki na lang, Brad. Kung ako yun, 5 email lang susulat ko kada linggo, pwede na ako. Yung mga ganun comment, pare. And while I do appreciate yung time freedom and all that, deep inside, you want something else for yourself. I don't know. Siguro, baka dun yung sasabi nilang entrepreneurs are born, not made. Kasi dun sometimes there are people who just have this parang kirot sa puso na pag hindi nila nagawa yung like they have a certain target for themselves na it doesn't really matter what other people say, they're gonna freaking do it. Parang ganun. Although I don't believe na entrepreneurs are born not made, but siguro doon lang parang galing
Apply, yeah.
sa
Okay. But I'm curious, what drives you to achieve that kind of, level of success?
What driven me before is no longer the one that drives me now.
Okay.
You'll notice that every time you reach a certain level of success, iba yung nagda-drive eh. Like for example, when I got started out, the only thing that driven me to do this is I want new shoes. That's it. I just want new shoes every single time. Yun lang yun. Tapos when kaya ko nang bumili ng panibagong sapatos. Like a lot of people are guilty. Nagigilty sila kapag sasabi nila yung driving force nila is pang sarili. Like
Yeah.
I could care less if it's allowing me to do the things but if it drives me to do the things that would propel me forward, I don't care how selfish that is. Yun yung nagpapano sa'yo, then go
Right.
ahead, use it. And then naman siguro nung nakuha ko ng mga levels na yun, next naman na gusto ko is like lagi kong gusto na may whatever it is na what driven me before was yung gusto ko kapag hiningi ng asawa ko, ng anak ko, kaya ko ibigay. Like, gusto ko lang. Sure. Like, yun lang. I just wanted that feeling. That's it. I just wanted that feeling. Tapos, ayun na, tapos after na, gusto ko naman magkaroon ng mga investments.
Mm-hmm.
That was driving my journey. Parang, I'm doing this kasi gusto ko magkaroon ng mga investments, etc. Nagkaroon ako ng investments, iba naman yung driving force ko. Hanggang sa dumating ako yung 200K na yun, yung biggest driving force talaga doon is ayokong bumalik sa paghihirap. Yun lang yun. Like, I don't want to go back to... It's more of fear that was driving me to succeed hanggang 200K. Tapos parang, I just don't want to go back to where, kasi I didn't come from a rich family. So, alam mo, I didn't even get to graduate college. So parang, wala lang. I just don't want to go back. Kasi I'm not sure if you know the story. Like,
Yeah.
I worked with odd jobs. Like, nag-clown ako, mga ganun. Yan. Nag-bagger ako. Like, anything that I could get my hands onto. Kasi nga, ano yun lang yung source of may source of income ko. So
Mm-hmm.
I was driven by the fear not to go back. And then I got a mentor. What he said to me was, tawag dito, like, what's gotten you here
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't take you where you want to go. Ang pagkakasabi niya, if all you keep using is fear to drive you, hanggang dyan ka na lang.
Okay.
So, di ba, I'm not sure if you know, but parang nasabi ko yata ito minsan sa group natin, is yung, you can use fear as fuel to succeed. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. But at a certain point, you have to focus on the positive na. Kasi if
Desire.
you keep using, if you keep using fear to to push you forward, may limit yun eh. At a certain point, nawawala yung takot eh.
Yeah.
And it's no longer effective kapag ginamit mo ng ginamit yun. So, hindi lang pwede like people say na you can do, imagine scary things to move forward. But yeah, alam na ng utak mo na hindi siya totoo eh. So, you have to aspire for something bigger. And it has to be bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
So that's when I started, doon na nagkaroon ng shift talaga. That's when I started, like what got me to 50K to 200K, iba na eh. 200K to a million. Parang that's where I started looking at clients in a different way.
Yeah.
Like it's no longer email copy. Now I'm helping my clients get clients. Tutulungan ko na sila na wag silang ma-divorce ng asawa niya kasi lagi siya nasa trabaho. Now it's no longer about me making money, but it's more about them making money so they can give me more money.
Mm-hmm.
Nag-iiba yung perspective mo, the higher that you earn. Parang ano. Kaya mapapansin mo 'di ba yung mga parang founder ng mga large businesses, parang ang weird na nilang magsalita.
Yeah.
Parang something that ordinary people would not understand. Kasi iba na yung nila, iba na yung tingin nila sa sa mundo. Parang sabi nila, if you want to learn from successful, if you want to be successful like most successful people, you don't do what they do. It's like you have to learn how they think. Kasi if you just do what they do, you still end up broke. Like you'd still end up, like doing this. Well, kung ano ka ngayon, like you still end up being the same. So it's just all action. But if you change the way you think to think the way most successful people think, that's where the change starts to happen. Hindi man siya sobrang laking income kagad, but you'll see more opportunities, more, ang dami nang pumapasok eh, but by just changing the way you think. So for me, I think that's DNA. That's what's important, and I think it's when you say about drive, yun yung what most people miss. Kasi when they what drive should they'd say it's my daughter. That's good. That's good and all, but it has to be bigger than just you, your family. Kasi if we're honest about it, yung anak natin and yung asawa natin, yung family natin, it's just an extension of ourselves. Eh.
Yes.
Diba? So when we say para sa anak ko to, we're not really aiming for something bigger than ourselves. Eh. We're just aiming for an extension ng sarili natin. So yeah, if they really want to cross the boundaries, yun yung that's probably the biggest lesson that I've gotten.
All right. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of our interview because I'm really interested in this. Now, let's say that, hypothetically speaking, knock on wood, that you suddenly lose everything, your business assets, your money, your name, your reputation, your list, everything goes, and you're back to square one, and the bills start piling. All right. The only thing that you have is your core skill, which is persuasion, copywriting. What would your 3-step action plan be to get everything back?
Okay, so medyo mahirap din yung medyo mahirap din yung tanong. Like what sinasabi, di ba? Like you can take my money, my house, my
Yeah.
car, all my assets. Just leave me with my list. Yun yung like sinasabi kasi yun yung the easiest way to get it back. You just send 1 to 2 emails and I'll pretty much be back to where to where I am. Diba? Yun yung sa akin. But since you removed yung email list na part, so 3 steps, probably the first one, the biggest one,
Mhm.
is number one is to connect with people.
Okay.
That would be to connect with people. And when I say connect with people, um, finding out exactly what they really want, not just connect for the sake of connecting, but finding out exactly what they really want.
Mhm.
I'd spend if I have 12 months, I'd spend 8 months just on that. If I have 30 days, I'd spend 20 days just on that. Or 25, even 25 days just on that.
Mhm.
If I have 6 months, I'd spend 5 months just on connecting with people. And a lot of I know I say a lot the mistakes most people make, especially when they want to do entrepreneurship and whatnot, is they lead with product first.
Mhm.
Oh, I have this great idea. I have this great idea. I think papatok ko sa market na they'll do all the marketing and stuff and all that. Tapos, pag labas sila sa market, wala na. Bakit walang bumibili? Bakit walang... And that's because they missed step one, finding out exactly what people want. Because making money hasn't really changed for the past decade, for the past century, for the past millions of years.
Mhm.
It's still the same. Finding out what people want and giving it to them. That's business right there. Finding out what people want and just give it to them. So, and a lot of people would probably balk at the idea of connecting with people, but let me give you 2 companies: Uber, Airbnb. Those two businesses, they didn't start with just like I have this great idea and all that. They actually connected with people like one by one.
Mm.
Yun yung ano dun eh. That's the story that most people never hear. Kasi it's a unicorn, something
Yeah.
something. It's not. They connected one on one. They sa Airbnb nga pinupuntahan pa nila yung bahay mismo. Just imagine that, like everyone is gonna sign up for your pupuntahan mo yung bahay. Diba? Can you imagine that? Like that's how they at least that's how they became Airbnb in the first place. So just finding out what they really want. I'm gonna ask them um, there's a question that I usually use.
Mhm.
Something that I learned from Glenn Livingston,
Yeah.
popularized by Ryan Lebeckis, which yung single most important question, which is when it comes to X, what's your number one single biggest challenge? Parang ganun. And the reason why, di ba? Kasi people upon hearing this would say, so what should I do? Should I ask just, hey, what do you want? Hindi eh. Like sometimes people would, ito yung catch. People don't know exactly what they want.
Mhm.
Okay? They know, ang alam lang ng tao, what people can tell you accurately is number one, something that they've done in the past, something that happened in the past, or something that they're having a challenge with. So asking them what do you want, it doesn't give you an accurate because they don't know.
Yeah.
Like if Henry Ford asked people what do you want, they would have said faster horses, diba? Yun yung parang sabi niya. If I asked people before what they want, they would have said faster horses. Because no one has seen an automobile before. No one has seen the car. So they won't say, I want a car. Wala namang may alam eh. So they only know what they've seen or done in the past and something that they're having challenge with. So yeah, I'm gonna ask them. Okay, so for example, I want I want to help business owners.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there, connect with I don't know if I could connect with 100 people a day, I would do that. Hey, Blank, when it comes to when it comes to quick question, I have a quick question. May I ask you a quick question? Sure. Or can I get your advice on something? Sure. When it comes to growing your business, what's your number one single biggest challenge? And from there, sabihin nila, okay, I'm growing my business. Number one is cutting costs. You know, sabihin nila. Kasi alam nila eh. Alam nila what's happened in the past and something that they don't want to do. So, ayaw nila ng marami expense. So, gusto nang gawin, cutting costs. You know. And then, I could probably talk to 100. And here's the thing. If dun sa 100 na yun, someone said, I got sige, mga 60 people or like you can determine naman yung gravity ng problem. But say for example, yung pinaka solid na response is we want to cut cost on X, whatever that is. So instead of thinking of what what product I can sell them or whatever, instead of just putting out a product up out there, I could say I would know exactly what to study. Now my skill is more like a cost cutter for businesses, di ba? Parang yun na yun eh. So check me Google like how to cut costs on business on for business blah blah blah. I'll try to be an expert for that for just even for just a week. So kung 12 months, 8 months, I'm just gonna ask 8 months I'm gonna ask the the audience, and the ninth, 10th month, yun na yung parang yeah ano ko, like I'm gonna study about the things exactly that they want. Yun na yun. So yun yung step to like I find out what they want and then learn more. Kasi wala akong skill, di ba? Wala akong ano, wala akong ibang other skill aside from persuasion. So, as I, let's say for example, hindi ko naisipan i-offer yung email copywriting. I just have persuasion in my pocket. Yun pa rin ang gagawin ko eh. I'd be asking businesses what exactly do they want or find out what they want and then find a way to solve that problem. So mag-research ako how to, lessen cost for businesses, etc. Example lang naman to. Let's say, for example, that's what they want. Right? And then, step number three would be to say, go back to all the people. Remember, 8 months, I've connected with, sabi natin, 10 people, uh, 10 people each day. Let's make it conservative, 10 people each day. And I've connected with them for like 8 months. So 30 times 10, 300, tama? 300, 300 times 8, 2,400. Tama ba? Yeah. So if I have 2,400, diba? So imagine, step one, I've asked them what they want. Well, I tried to find out what they want. Step two, learn more. Kasi wala naman akong skill na sinasabi nila. Hindi ko naman alam yung how to cut costs for businesses. So pag-aaralan ko siya. Step three, na if I have like, hindi naman yung like sobrang dami ng knowledge, but more like if I have a vague idea of it, at the very least, now I can go back and do step three. Go back to the people I asked and say, hey, Blank, remember you told me that one of your biggest problems was this? Yeah. Well, I have here, I don't know, like a solution for you. Like, I have here X ways on how to solve just that. Or I have here a quick guide to help you solve just that. Just bigay ko yung link, whatever that is. Again, this can be done also offline eh. Wala namang it's medium agnostic eh. Wala namang. But yeah, now I can go back. Imagine going back to 2,400 people. 2,400 people. You're gonna go back to them and ask them, is this something that you want? That would help you. Parang ganun. Kasi remember, it's like I ask you, gusto mo bang pumayat? When it comes to pagpapapayat, what's your single biggest challenge? Sabi mo sa akin, kasi malakas kasi ako kumain eh. So step 2, I'm gonna learn more about paano siya papayat kahit malakas siya kumain. Step 3, go back to them. Oh, by the way, remember when you told me na nahihirapan ka magpapayat kasi malakas ka kumain? Oh, bakit? Well, meron ako ditong guide. I have a guide here that would help you lose weight kahit malakas ka kumain. Gusto mo ba? Di ba? It's a no-brainer. I just told you something na that you told me yourself na gusto mo eh. So it wouldn't make sense for you to say no. Kasi hindi na siya, diba parang it's counterintuitive for you to say no. When in fact, ikaw yung mismo nagsabi sa akin, kailangan mo to eh. And that's where businesses starts. You can just say, okay, how would you like me to do this for you? Or kung doon sa taong mataba, pwede natin sabihin na, how would you like me to coach you dito sa process na to? And that's where that's how you get started. That's probably the easiest no-brainer way to get started. And most people kasi they try to we try to overcomplicate things. But itong tatlong step na to, this is how I built my list eh. I connected with people. I said, I learned more about it. Tapos step 3, I went back and say, hey, I have your case study on how we generated the 127K for someone who only has a list of 2,000 people. Would you like to get it? Sure. And then I sent them to my landing page. Ayun. And they opted in. Like, tada! It's simple eh. Wala namang, you need the Facebook ads to drive. Like, let's forget first yung mga strategy, yung mga tactics. Kasi principles of selling didn't really change. Is give people what they want, find out what people want and just give it to them. And I think timing to interview na to. Kasi last night I posted something on my my wall. And I said, Alan, you and I were thinking of doing this training, etc. And if I'm honest, I have no idea what the training is going to be about. All I know is it's going to be about email. And wala namang kaming sinabing, ito yung mga module 1, ito yung module 2. Walang ganun. All I said, if it's something that interests you, let me know in the comments. 80 plus and we'll make it happen. So I think right now it stands at, I don't know, 200 yata. I have no idea. But if like most people make it too complicated. And I mean, all you have to do is just ask the people exactly if they want it. Kung may buyers, edi saka mo siya gawin. Ibenta mo. That's kind of like the thought process of how I do things. And if I'm honest, I never sold a product yet that I 100% know how to do or what I'm gonna do with. Like the tribe was open and I don't even have an idea of how I want it to go. Nag-evolve na lang siya through months and months of doing it, but I really have no idea. The first 2 products I launched, wala rin akong alam on what exactly am I gonna do. The first product I launched sa mga taga-US, where it was a $750 product. Yung revenue nun was $24,000 dollars. And that was only for 3 days na nilaunch siya. And a lot of people were wondering like, John, saan mo nakuha yung mga modules na ituturo mo and stuff? And I said to them like parang magkakabanggit yata. Actually wala pa, sinabi ko lang na ito yung matututunan yun. But I never even planned how I'm gonna do it. So I said, ito yung matututunan nyo. The deadline is on Friday. If you want, you can enroll. Ganyan. They enrolled. Kasi I'm giving them money. Giving them what they want eh. So it's not really about what I do, what's my offer, what's my product. Parang na yun eh, parang secondary na lang yun to giving people what they want. So yeah. So I hope that I didn't bore you with I know with the with the I bro, I think you're on mute, bro.
There. Hello?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's really super simple. I mean, the three steps that you gave, because a lot of people, as you said, would start on the product and then would overcomplicate their marketing. But what you said was just connect with people, learn what they want, know what they want, and then give it to them. That's it. And then from there, you just build your list, right?
Yep. Once may budget ka na, pwede ka na mag-market eh. Madali nang mag-market kapag may
Mm.
budget. Yung mga kasabihan eh. But yeah,
All right. Now down to the last question. What is your contribution and how do you plan on achieving it
contribution,
to the world?
power. Uh, sa totoo lang bro, hindi, I don't really aim
Mm.
for the world. It's feeling ko it's a too noble of a gesture to really aim for the world. So ang ano ko na lang, like ang talagang goal ko lang talaga, yun nga, nabanggit ko na rin to like a lot of times before. It's just to change the local freelancing scene. You know, that's all I want to happen. Change the local freelancing scene for the better. Alisin yung crab mentality that goes
Mm.
along with it. And kasi you notice it, like for every profession out there dito sa Pinas, it's like every man is out for himself. Like parang lahat magkakalaban. So that's what I'm trying to not really solve but at least mitigate. Ganun. Basta yun lang. I really want siguro mga 5, 10 years from now. 5 years I want to change the local freelancing scene.
Mm.
10 years from now, I want freelancing to be seen as I know, uh, not just a side gig.
Yeah.
I want I don't know, siguro masyado lang ambisyoso, but it's but I want freelancing to be said in the same breath as a lawyer,
Mm.
a doctor. Like when you ask kids like, I want to be a freelancer, like like gonna like kapag sa eskwela tinanong mo, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a freelancer. Tapos papalakpakan ng mga bata. Like I don't know, siguro masyado lang ano, like it looks far-fetched from now
Mm.
for now, but yun talaga eh. Like and I want 15 years from now, it's gonna be a viable choice for our children to go freelancing. Like it's no longer an escape plan.
Yeah.
Diba? Like, kasi ngayon parang pag nag-freelancer ka parang so wala kang alam mo yun? Kaso di ka wala, ba't di ka ba nakatapos ng college? Bakit ay hindi ba nila alam ang daming doktor, ang daming mga lawyer na nag-freelance na lang kasi nga mas mas like income wise andun eh. Yun nga hindi ko rin maintindihan. Like ngayon ko lang nalaman na yung title talaga ang mas importante sa atin,
Yeah.
mga Pinoy. Hindi yung it's not even the money. Mas mas tayo sa mas kapit tayo sa kung anong isipin ng mga tao sa atin. I could care less if I'm earning 15,000 pesos so long as alam nila doktor ako.
Yeah.
Yun yung mahirap baguhin eh. Kasi medyo conservative tayo sa views natin. So yun, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, at the very least, masabi ng mga bata na I wanna be a freelancer. I mean, 10 years from now, this viable option na yung pagiging freelancing. Like it's no longer a second choice. Like parang first choice ka, freelancer. Ganun. It should be something like that. And I think we're moving into that direction now that more jobs are becoming obsolete.
Obsolete. Yeah.
di ba? Like, pansin mo pumunta ka sa McDo, I don't know, pumunta ako sa McDo sa Hong Kong, wala nang service ko eh. Wala nang may kumukuha ng order, I mean, nagluluto, yeah.
Yeah.
Pero yung order nasa, ano na eh. So imagine kung ilang taong nawala yun. Ang dami nun. So, wala lang. A lot of jobs are becoming obsolete, especially uh, yung mga blue collar na, na, na trabaho, yung mga sa factory, ganyan. Yung mga tropa ko na inalis na sa, um, ano yun, ano ba yung technology area sa May Laguna? Like, kasi mga factory workers sila. Like, nakatayo sila 8 hours, tapos isang task lang ginagawa nila. Ayun, nawala na sila ng trabaho kasi nagkaroon na ng bagong machine daw na gumagawa. Like, that's scary. Yung mga ganong, that's scary as hell. Tapos yung mga attorneys na walan na ng mga clients kasi yung documents na, mga legal documents freely uploaded na sa,
Yeah.
sa
Online.
online. I even have lawyers as newsletter subscribers asking me how to get clients.
Oh.
Imagine that. These are people who've studied, ilan ba lawyers? 10 years?
Yeah. More likely. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 freaking years to be a lawyer. Only to ask someone who's not a graduate how they're gonna run their business, their practice. It's weird. Alam mo yun, 10 years ka graduate ka, dahil mong, sila mo tatanong, hindi nga ako graduate ng, diba, hindi ako umabot ng second year ng college, tapos tatanungin mo, parang, diba, parang ang laki nung, but yeah, they're asking how to get lines. They're asking if, kung nag-work daw ba yung process na to for lawyers. Which is, sabi ko naman, nag-work naman eh. Yung step, basta yung step 1 lang yung pinaka-importante doon, you have to connect with people. You can't just be a store and then asahan mo may papasok. Yung mga may papasok ng mga kliyente. Like, galing-galing mo lawyer, sige. Wala namang gaganon sa, you have to create your own branding din kasi. But yeah, yun. Just imagine that, lawyers. Meron na tayo alam ko sa tribe, meron tayong doktor. If I'm not mistaken. So, imagine that, like lawyers and turning freelancers, and they're not, they're not ashamed. Ano ba naman yun? Anong title lang naman yung
Yep.
doctor and lawyer.
All right. Thank you for sharing with us your vision of the future, John. Do you have any free resources that we can consume?
They could go to the freelancemovementtribe.com. Yeah. In there, they're gonna they're gonna learn more. Well, they'll literally discover how to go about freelancing, even if you don't have credentials, even if you have no experience, even if you have no portfolio. So I've shared in there like case studies and ways on how to get their freelance business started, even without all those things that most people try to tell them they should have. It's kind of like in our 3 steps, but I never even mentioned have a portfolio. Not needed. So yeah, the freelancemovementtribe.com, just one word.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to paste the link at the bottom of the video. So again, that's the freelancemovementtribe.com. Thank you for spending the time with us, John. And it was a pleasure to interview you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Sige, bro. Sige.